Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Just looking to my left to make sure that nobody walks into my room and realizes, oh wow, this is really embarrassing. You're doing this as you guys see. This is my room. Welcome. I'll give you guys a little tour, or at least as far as the tour can go. My Lakers jersey. We got Kobe, of course. Bless. And Julius Irving. I'll show my Steve Nash one later, but you guys will have to stay in tune. So why the improved setup? The improved setup because I just hit my 5th subscriber. You know what they say when you hit number 5. So with that, guys, I will now be talking about the Anthony Davis first game for Anthony Davis in a Dallas Mavericks uniform. First of all, we got protesters outside looking like, they could be protesting about some of the stuff that's going on in the world, climate change, world peace, etc. But they are protesting Luka Doncic going away. Apparently, the GM got some death threats too. We'll be going into that. But first of all, I just want to say that I thought the fit looked incredible. And, obviously it's one of those things where if they lost this game, that those death threats would continue. But I think that it's really good, especially for what's his name? The GM's name? I'm going to look it up right now. You know what? Who said that I can't look things up during my little podcast here? GM Mavs. We'll learn the name together, guys. Harrison. All right, Harrison. That was underwhelming. Harrison will not be getting any more death threats because Anthony Davis looked terrific, guys, in the first half. He did kind of maybe disappear a little bit in that second half, but I think Anthony Davis wanted to show everybody that he was here. And this is a guy who grew, had a massive growth spurt, so he has guard skills, right? So you're not just getting a big, right? Anthony Davis is talented for the reason that he's extremely versatile. He can shoot. Obviously, he can really he's surprised Şengün a couple times. Obviously, we all know how talented this guy is. I think it was people were booing. 25% was booing, and towards the end, everybody was just cheering because everybody knows, obviously when these guys go, first of all, and they leave, it's kind of like what the hell just happened? You feel like you lost something, but then you don't realize that you gained something else until that person actually comes on the team, and then you realize, oh, we actually gained something too, and then you realize that, oh, this is a trade, and once they're there, it makes everything a lot better. It doesn't hurt that Max Christie has a lot more upside than a guy like Maxi Kleber. So, always with these blockbuster trades, everybody's focused on the two guys that are traded. But oftentimes, it is these the second guys that get traded that usually are really important, that are overlooked in this trade. Max Christie was looking really good tonight. So, yeah, I think obviously Anthony Davis had some big plays there, but I think the fit looked good. And you got three guys kind of in the bottom half of their prime, right? You can say Clay's maybe pushing it a little bit, but you say, Kyrie's pretty much still in his prime, maybe bottom half of his prime, but, he's still there. Clay's still there, and AD's still there. So you got your big three, right? You got your big three, and you got kind of, let's see, OKC, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Boston, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and let's say Derek, I would say Derek White, honestly, but also obviously Drew Holiday. So you need your big three, right? You need your big three, but you put them around some good role players in the Mavs. Starting to look really good. And Luka is gonna love LA. He's gonna love LA. So you start to see what they were kind of thinking with this trade, because obviously I can see that conversation. When they said that they had coffee or something. It was kind of weird. There was we were having coffee and we talked about trading these players and ruining their lives. It's kind of gives us a little bit of a, man in the high castle type of vibe. At least when I heard that, I was like, well, that's kind of fucked up. But you kind of get it. They were kind of oh wow, that's a crazy idea, but it's might actually work out. So, I think nobody from was saying that was such a bad trade when it happened. Like, there's worse trades that took place, like the Zach LaVine, De'Aaron Fox trade, like for Chicago. I'm talking about mostly. Like, I saw Zach LaVine's last game. Like, I think LaVine is going to fit in well if they can get that LaRivia pickup was actually pretty good, I think, too. But so yeah, guys, we'll definitely see. We'll definitely see what it's going to be, what's going to work out. So thank you to all my subscribers for listening. You guys should definitely watch those highlights whenever you guys get the chance to. Those Mavs highlight, and a special shout out for today. Drum roll, please. I could also play guitar, but this is about basketball. Drum roll, please, my girlfriend, for reminding me that I could actually do this whole mic vlogging setup because I was listening to one of her presentations. So I love you, Emily, and yeah, guys. Go ahead, check those highlights out. I'm going to look forward to Luka Doncic obviously playing that first game with Lakers with LeBron or whatever. Maybe Bronny gets called up. Bronny's just kind of sitting on the sideline. He's like, man, my dad's so cool. Like, you just get Luka's probably one of Bronny's like, kind of like favorite players too. So it's kind of cool, just being Bronny, just kind of watching this. Like, like everybody was saying, oh my gosh, like it's going to suck for Bronny just watching this. It's like, not really. He gets a front row seat to a lot of cool shit. And his dad's leaving next year, so that's pretty cool. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to leave you with that. And go Raptors, go Kings. Remember, I'm a Kings fan, mostly because of DeMar DeRozan. I will make a separate video about why I'm a DeMar DeRozan fan. It's mostly just about a cheer for the underdog thing. And it's like when people admit that being not a vegetarian is bad. Like, I admit that, like, eating meat is bad, like, no matter what, but I still do it anyways. It's like that, like, with my DeMar DeRozan. It's my guilty pleasure, if you must. So, all right, guys, well, leave you with that. Happy Saturday night. Go party. Go meet the love of your life.